Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 24 of Trials Trebuchets. I'm your Dungeon Master, Luke, and joining me is...
Greetings, friends. It is I, Ben, and I will be playing the level 4 gnome wizard, Winsler Wallaby, in addition to his cunning little companion, Mr. Wiggles. Sorry, I wanted to spice it up this time.
Spice it up. Hi, I'm Carla, and I play the not confused integrity. Level 4.
You still sound confused. Wait.
You super sound confused.
The integrity.
The integrity.
One and only. Idleberry, who's a level 4 tiefling rogue, who I guess now has found the hobby of tripping old people up to steal their things.
Walking
shafts.
sticks.
Their belongings.
Sticks.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I play Mira Marchant, the level 4 half-elf bard. The revolution's begun, and she puts the rad in comrade.
Ooh, this is better.
Yes. My name is Sam, and I play Serenep Cinderman, a level 4 human sorcerer, and I just want to have a moment of silence for the people that we are about to decimate in this fight.
Ooh,
I said a moment of silence.
Your confidence is inspiring. That was not sarcasm. We're gonna fucking murder these people.
This moment of silence was horrible.
The high that you gave, Sarah, made me feel like I was just listening to radio for a second.
The pose that she did where she was like,
Hi
there, I'm Sarah.
This is an audio medium. They don't know the pose,
Like she
and
went
they
from
never
like,
will.
ha ha ha.
But we'll
normal
let them know
Sarah
if the-
slouched over to like... That doesn't really translate, so I'm probably gonna cut it.
No, you're
No.
not, because you just said you were gonna cut it.
When does Mira
And you've
start,
never in your life cut something you said you were gonna cut.
There's a
When
curse
does-
on
when
this
does Mira start the
podcast.
student radio and
You can never leave it.
When radio gets existed.
Well, we'll just have to exist it then.
Fuck.
Mira tries to invent trains, invents radio instead.
Well,
Last time on Trials and Trebuchets, the students left behind their heavily injured mentor in the hands of some moderately capable newts before enacting their devious plot to steal their new friend Faramel's staff, which they strongly suspect contains the fourth and final orb that they need to do something with. That depends on their personal motivations. They then made their way to the Inquisition outpost on the first layer, where they were tasked to free the remaining root newts and retrieve the Revolution posters. After acquiring said posters, and before heading upstairs to meet with Yona the Inquisitor and potentially free the root newts if they don't immediately get slaughtered, they heard a very loud explosion coming from the exterior of the building. And that's where we find ourselves now. Last time you guys were in the basement of this Inquisition outpost, had just broken into the little strong room down there after you bested the devious sleeping guard puzzle I crafted for you.
Ah, yes.
And grabbed some posters, looked at some stone tablets, grabbed some gross potions, and then heard a earth-shattering kaboom.
an earth-shattering kaboom.
Oh, no.
But in all reality, it's the sound of just cracking rock. It sounds like probably, I don't know how good your ears are and your estimation skills. It sounds like a shit ton of rocks just got dropped after a very loud, thunderous boom came from the cavern outside. Serenep heard the announcement in her head that the holding music was done and that the reinforcements were on their way.
I feel
So
so
what do y'all
bad for
want to
that
do
other
now?
party.
The guard...
Yeah. I was about to ask about that.
They got crushed.
Oh, no.
The guard standing at the desk, or they were sitting with their feet up on the desk in their chair asleep. They were sitting in their chair with their feet upon the desk, sleeping gently as you stole the design of the key from their chain belt and used it to open the door that they were tasked to keep closed. Presumably, you don't know what their exact job description is. They're awake now, though. And I need you guys to make stealth checks.
Okay. Oh, man, if I look
Okay.
side to side, they're not there.
So that is a 4 plus 4, so that is an 8. Starting it off on a good note.
That's pretty
26.
trash.
Mm-hmm.
That's conversely not trash.
I got a 21.
Okay. Winsler?
What do you mean I didn't roll?
Boy, roll.
Well, why?
But you're
I have
small.
nothing to hide.
It's just like a passive stealth, I guess. This is an active passive
Do we
stealth.
just emit, whether we emit it like a sneaky vibe?
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
I was
Yes.
about to say, how do you
Winslow got a 19.
passively be sneaky?
Being a
You-
wallflower and no one notices you.
Exactly.
Uh,
Be short.
Huh. Benjamin, what did you
I got
get?
19.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay. Mira, luckily for you, you are still disguised for probably another 4 minutes or so.
Okay.
And this guard is going to turn to you. On their head, you can see not a stone hat or anything, but an actual honest-to-God cloth hat made from some sort of fabric, unbeknownst to you, with a small patch that in Primordial says words that you don't know.
You did say that we understood a little bit of Primordial from our
You
classes.
understood counting.
Okay.
Count it.
Don't
We can
Don't,
get to
like,
10. We can't say
punch
hi.
above your number.
Okay. That's like Duolingo for
Yes.
magic kids.
Oh god, the owl.
I know how to say the boys have the bread. I don't
Guys,
know how to hold a conversation.
I just figured out who the final boss is. It's the Duolingo owl.
It's the Duolingo
Oh,
owl.
shit.
Shit.
You've been missing your Spanish lessons.
That's your actual magic language prof.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
just
It's
the
just
owl.
a giant green bird with a
Fits
knife.
with the bird
Honestly, if
theme.
McGonagall can just be a
Headcanon
cat at the front of the
accepted.
room, we can have an owl.
That's not canon.
It's not canon.
So this guard turns to you and kind of like takes off their hat and scratches at their not balding because they're made of rocks, but if they were made of flesh, it would almost look like they were balding and just kind of had like the weird not Friar Tucky hair, but like the bald spot on the top and like the hair around
Yep.
the sides. Still that good look. They're gonna look at you and go, "Oh, what are you doing in there?"
Didn't you hear the explosion? We need to get upstairs now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was, you didn't, you're not gonna tell anyone that I was, sleeping, right?
God, no, of course not.
Hey, can I have your hat?
Like to catch a fuck. I say that.
They look down at you and kind of like bewilderment, amazement, so many emotions and so little time flash across their face. A myriad, like thoughts, possibilities. What could this mean? The implications of a tiny boy in my storeroom, and he is gonna make an intelligence check. Interesting. And say, "Oh my god, are you an elf? Did you just pop out of there? Did you live in the storage cupboard?"
Hello,
Yeah,
I am the elf on the shelf.
So, you see, in the storage cupboard, I don't know if you saw it, it was probably in like the very far back, but there was a
Oh,
hat.
I'd never go in there.
There was a big old wizard hat, and I just puffed out of there, and I came out here and I'm standing right here where you are, in front of you,
Yeah,
Mr. Man.
that sounds good to me. That sounds like a truthful statement.
Elves can't lie.
I've never met an elf before,
Well,
but I do know that they don't know how to lie. So
that's true. We're very bad liars.
that's well.
That's why I
it's
said I
very
want your hat,
dangerous.
because I really do want it, and I don't want to lie.
Oh,
to
you
the-
want my hat?
Yeah.
I'll trade you hats.
Oh shit.
Winsler, you can read very clearly that his hat says security.
I'm gonna say, because I realize my fucking spell is running out, whoa, you're so cool. I'm gonna try to turn into you, and I'm gonna drop disguise self.
Oh my.
It gets dropped with no explanation in the middle of a conversation. I feel like that's just objectively worse.
Guys, I don't think we're finishing this arc today.
No, wait, Luke, you promised.
Whoa.
Luke, you promised us.
Hey, you look kind of like me with those pointy ears of yours.
Whoa, I didn't know I could do that. Cool, hey,
Wow.
you try.
It's not happening.
Oh, man.
How'd you do it?
Here,
I
maybe
just
Did
thought
you like
really hard.
think about something? Did you eat a weird rock?
here.
Probably.
Let's trade hats and let's see if this gives you
Oh.
magic powers.
Absolutely. And he hands you down his very large
Oh
hat,
hell yeah!
and takes your very dainty little hat and puts it on his
What the
head.
heck is all of
Excellent.
It looks like a normal-sized wizard hat upon this large earth elemental's head, and it is like pushed to the side as it like collides
Amazing.
with the roof of the ceiling of the room, and he goes, "No, I don't feel anything. Do I look different?"
maybe like a little bit. I think your kind of ears are a little pointier. We should probably get upstairs, huh?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
You should stick with us to, in case someone's like, oh, you look like an elf, that they're not, like, suspicious of us, right?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's right. I'll explain what's going on. Yeah.
Don't worry.
All right, let's go upstairs now.
Can I get on your back? Getting upstairs might be a little hard with my little
Well,
legs.
I've heard that elves suck blood, so I don't really want you anywhere near. I don't have blood, but if I did, I wouldn't want you to suck it out of my neck.
That's true. I don't know if you guys have blood either, so let's not test that.
I don't think so because I'm made of stone.
Integrity
that's
and
what
Saranath.
you're
You
made
hear this
of.
conversation. You hear this conversation as Mira and Winsler and this dumb idiot, stupid dumbass guard walk up the stairs.
I'm gonna look
Away from
over to
you.
her and be like, we should follow them very quietly. Like, that's very clearly I'm very confused with what just happened.
Oh, also, Saranath and Mira, I think, are covered in this like resplendent, staticky light.
Yes.
if
I
if
am
you
too.
recall.
Oh,
You
yeah.
are too, Integrity.
Remember, I
and-
gave
and
everyone
Winsler
when they're
isn't,
like,
'cause-
do it.
Yeah,
Hey,
Yeah,
I have a
Winsler just
fucking
shoved his-
giant hat with security written on it. I'm
yeah,
fucking
you're security now.
You're
I'm
tiny
bouncing.
security.
Smart.
I love it.
hands up in the air.
So Saranath and Integrity, do you just want to follow behind?
Yeah, sure. We'll quietly follow.
I'll take your passive, or I'll take the stealth rolls from
Oh, hell
earlier, and
yeah.
I'll just translate that to the following
I'm so
chase
sneaky.
scene. Chase scene.
Chase scene?
Chase scene?
Scooby-Doo
Chase
music
scene.
play.
They're chasing us.
And so Mira and Winsler, as you guys walk up these stairs with the Rockman, he kind of goes, or you get to the top of the stairs and kind of see down this hallway. To refresh your mind, it was a T, or like not a T intersection, a four-way like intersection where when you walked in the building, you could continue going on forwards to like a back room where there were a lot of people working, or you could go to the right down the stairs that you went down, or to the left up the stairs that you didn't go down or go up. You can't go down them unless you're at the top and come back down.
Why don't we do that then
but-
too? We could like slide down at the top.
The three of you get to the top of the stairs and see numerous elementals running by, and this security guard is going to go,
Oh, Rock Jerry, where are you going?
and just kind of stop one of the other elementals, who goes, well, didn't you hear? And push up his rock glasses and say, they're calling us all to the muster point. And your security guard friend is going to go,
Oh, look at the elf I found. And this, they can shapeshift. Did you know? Have you ever done it, Rock Jerry?
and Rock Jerry is going to say, no, let me try.
Jesus Christ!
And like shake violently until the glasses fall off his face, and then
Rock
he's
Jerry,
gonna
that's your name, right?
yeah, that's me. I'm Rock Jerry. I'm an Inquisition accountant here in Patter. Nice to meet you, elf. Don't touch me. I heard that your skin gives rashes.
It's true, but they also hired me as head of security around here now.
Oh my god.
Just-
Make a deception check on that one, though.
How is all of this in succession just working? What is this?
That's a 13. Do I get advantage because I'm wearing the security hat?
I would say, yeah, you absolutely
Okay.
would.
That's a 13.
Oh no. I jinxed
the security
it. Fuck.
guard's gonna look down at you.
Oh, wow, I've been working here 3 centuries and I haven't gotten a single promotion, but you just kind of like poofed out of a hat and you go, wow, you're my boss now.
Elves, am I right?
Yeah.
This place is foolishness. That's kind of like, isn't that illegal or something?
Yeah, I mean, you should.
I don't think this Corker guy actually knows what he's doing.
No, I don't think he
Like,
does
that's
either,
how
because
he's-
believe it or not, I'm really new at the job, and, maybe you could show me the ropes.
Foolishness.
Cork has been pretty terrible to us when you really think about it. I mean, he didn't even let us unionize.
Yeah, I have to do his like personal account taxes, tax information. I don't know.
Does he even pay his fucking taxes?
I'm sorry. I never got a degree.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna as
You know
head
what?
as head of security, I'm gonna have to lock you away for not paying your taxes.
All right, lock me up.
Okay,
Lock me up in the jail that's upstairs, the holding cell upstairs.
Okay, I'm gonna conjure some fucking handcuffs and cuff this motherfucker.
Absolutely. They're a very scrawny earth elemental, and they kind of like put their hands out towards you and start crying small pebbles. And your security guard friend kind of scratches their head and goes,
Wow, you never know the people you work with. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here before this entire cave collapses and kills us all. It was a pleasure meeting you, Elf. Please don't. I'm never gonna tell you my name though, because I know if you tell an elf your name, they'll impersonate you and take your children.
Yeah,
so
like what happened
bye.
with Rock Jerry here.
Yeah, with Rock Jerry.
and he runs away. Which
Bye.
is the best DM trick in the... Hey, people listening to this podcast for DM tricks, NPCs sprinting away so that player characters can't ask them questions is literally the strongest tool in your like
Can I-
toolbox.
It works in real life too.
Can I like go
we're
buy a
only
lore
14
book?
minutes in and we've already caused chaos.
Can I find a lore book about elves? Because I want to see what the fuck they think and why they think it, please. What?
So Rock Jerry, who's now cuffed with these very thin... To cover his wrists, though, you would have to make a substantial amount of small chain shackle. So, like...
No, I
it's very-
only need to shackle it to like one thing of his on like one rock.
Oh,
He's-
okay. So just like one arm.
Yeah, just
and
to
he's
get the
like,
illusion that he's like actually handcuffed.
You really got me on that one. You're a really good head of security.
I know. That's why they hired me immediately.
You're very good at your job, unlike me, who's horrible at their job. I don't know how I lasted here for 6 months.
Listen, I don't think you're bad. Like, I think the guys in the department up are just a little. They don't know what they're doing, you know.
I think the Inquisitor will probably cut my head off for this.
No, they won't do that.
oh, and they turn and look at Ymir and they go,
What do you think, shapeshifter? I think that Yona's like pretty very scary. Like, she's very kind sometimes and she brings peppermints, but she terrifies me, and I think that she's gonna kill me in her sleep. Maybe in her sleep, but mostly in my sleep.
She just
You know.
dreams up a knife and just stabs
know,
him.
Fucking Haruhi
I've heard
Suzumi up in here.
whispers that apparently there's a revolution happening. If they won, you would never have to worry about that.
I super heard about that too. Those guys are kind of ridiculous idiots, you know.
Yeah,
like
they attack
really
the
fucked
Elder.
up their advantage.
They are, but they won't cut your head off.
That's pretty true. That's fairly true.
Just
As they
something to
walk
think
up-
about.
as they walk up the stairs with you. Integrity and Serenep.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You're standing at the bottom of the stairs as you hear this absurd exchange going on. You knew rocks to be thick, but this is a whole
they are
new level.
Really putting the dumb in dummy thick.
And if you would like, you can proceed safely up the stairs and follow in the footsteps of your friends.
Are people still running? Like,
Yeah, every now and then. You heard like what sounded like millions of rocks falling, which is just a couple hundred rocks running out of a building. In all reality, it's just the footfall is pretty heavy.
So it's like a rock
especially when
slide.
you're in the basement. It's like a rock slide. It sounded like a rock slide went over upstairs, but that seems to have passed, and there's only a few light footfalls of people running out like,
Oh, this is my favorite day of the year when we do the muster point drills.
but beyond that,
Um,
there's not really anyone. And kind of like peeking around the stairs, you don't see anyone running by any longer.
I'm going to go to my friends.
Okay. Just straight up to them with Rock Jerry.
Sneakily.
I'm going
Oh.
to I'm gonna try and like stop her very quickly and be like, do you have anything invisibility wise?
No, I do not have anything for invisibility.
No disguises, that kind of stuff.
Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
I'm so close to losing everything in my life.
Jesus Christ!
What
Oh,
the hell
shit.
does that mean?
I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder and be like, are you okay? Do we need to have a conversation?
No, I'll just go.
A rock.
What do you mean?
Uh,
You'll just go.
So
This is getting
Is
dark
Integrity
suddenly.
done? Does she
Wait.
not want to do this anymore?
So at this point, all of you can hear very loudly screams of the innocent, as well as
very specifically
just
the innocent.
water.
From where?
Yeah, from like outside, and like water rushing down.
So it doesn't sound like it's a
Very
drill
loudly.
anymore.
It doesn't sound like it's a drill whatsoever. You just hear screams.
Okay. So I'm just gonna run to my friends and be like, guys, we have to get going.
The revolutionaries are upstairs though, aren't they? If nobody, if,
the revolutionaries are upstairs. Oh my god, it's the devil!
if no
And
one,
Rock Jerry's gonna fall
if no one lets
over.
them out.
I'm
I'm kinda
gonna
like,
see
rush
how
up the
he
stairs.
reacts, and I'm gonna
We're not gonna put you in jail.
I'm your punishment.
I'm gonna see how he reacts to her, and I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna walk over. Hey guys, we should probably do something.
We're not putting you in jail.
vile devil.
He like grips you very close, Winsler, and goes,
I don't care if I get the skin rash. Please just throw me in jail. I don't want that devil to eat me. Please. Please.
Oh my
I have
god.
a family. Please, I can't die like this at the hands of a devil.
and he like almost like spits the last words at you, Integrity, as he like crawls up the stairs.
I'm very offended, and I'm just going to stay quiet.
Oh.
Okay,
Well-
you guys made a
Do
friend.
do we get the revolutionaries or do we get out of here? Cause fuck.
I'm gonna keep going up the stair because I have a duty to lock this criminal away. You know.
God, you're such a good head of security. They made a really good hiring choice with you.
Yeah, they did.
There's water rushing out. There's rocks falling.
People
We're all
screaming.
gonna die.
Didn't they say Yona was up there? They said that, didn't they? They said Yona was up there. When we were coming in, they were like, Yona's up there.
Mm.
So that's also maybe something to take into consideration.
Okay,
Natural disasters don't stop the law.
okay,
That's a really good opinion.
okay,
Do we stay or do we go?
okay.
We go up.
Guys, just before we head anywhere, comes the question of preset, I don't know, defenses of any kind. If we're going into this whole thing suddenly, question of do people have disguises? Do we have? Because the revolutionaries, and I know, and I look over at the prisoner, because the revolutionaries are going to come in and attack us, and we need to be prepared.
We
I have
don't.
a go bag in my desk in case everything goes to hell.
Good.
Go
I was
bag?
going to go confiscate that when I locked you up.
I mean, everything's
Yo.
kind of chaos right now. Maybe if we're fast and just like make our intentions very clear, we'll be okay.
Yeah. Let's just go out
It's
there
like,
cold turkey.
I have my old
But
pair.
in
He, like,
chaos, we
fumbles.
can't be ready for any. We have to be ready for like more control. We cannot go
Okay,
into
I
chaos.
understand that, but there's literally rocks falling right now. I don't think we have the time to stand around and
We
talk
have
about this. We need to make a
protection.
decision.
We have protection. We're protected.
You hear a voice from the top of the stair go,
Is someone yelling on the stairs? What's going on down
Is it
there?
Yona?
I have a
Yona?
criminal that
And-
I need to lock up.
Is it? Wait, is it Yona first? Is it Yona?
Yona knows what you look like, Winsler.
It's not her voice.
But I'm wearing a giant security hat. They'll know that they hired me.
Rock Jerry kind of looks around the stairs. He goes, "Oh, hi, Yelm. How are you doing?" and Yelm goes,
okay.
"Oh, I'm doing okay. I was just doing some paperwork. How's it go? Why are you in handcuffs? Who are those people with you?
You criminal!
What's going on here?
You criminal. We know you're working for the revolutionaries.
Come on up to my office. We'll have some hot cocoa. And we'll sit down. I don't think this is a big emergency. Yona already took the secret stairs out here, so I think we're.
Where are the
I
secret
don't think
stairs?
there's-
Can you leave me there?
Well, I don't know who you are, Buckaroo. So
Can you
just
please?
hold
I
on
have
to
the
your
security
horses.
hat on. I'll give you it.
I never hired you, and I'm in charge of hiring
You
everyone.
could play cops and robbers, with Rock
I have
Jerry
no
here.
interest in such foolish games. If you're gonna go lock Rock Jerry up, go lock him up. But time's a ticking, buddy.
I know. That's why we need the secret stairs.
I can't. Come on up.
Okay.
And he walks away into his office.
Okay.
So as the four of you plus Rock Jerry,
He finally broke down.
as the four of you and Rock Jerry make your way up the stairs,
I'm holding
you
his
see
hand to make him feel better.
Oh, that makes him feel rock better.
Rock
He is shaking. He's shaking. And so at the very far end of the hallway, you see a small opening like a doorway, and beyond it you see like jail cells similar to what you saw on the bottom layer, not the bottom layer, the fifth layer, the detention layer. And then to your left you see a open door with a plaque out front that reads in Primordial Windsor, Inquisitor Yelm.
Oh shit, this
and
guy's
then
an Inquisitor.
to the right, further down the hallway, as you walk down it to put this dude in jail, you see a plaque next to a closed door that says Inquisitor Yona.
All right, get in.
All right, so as you go to the end of the hall, you see that there's these 12 newts sitting in there, and there's little cubbies on the wall, similar to what you saw again downstairs, in like the strong room that had all of the people's equipment. And in here, there's just knives and like belts with like stuff on them. It may make me a perception check as well. All of you can make this if you'd like, if you want it to be in the room, or else, or if you were doing something else, we can take care of that.
That's a good roll. That's a 19.
8.
16.
That was a 10. Never mind.
The tension.
I see nothing.
So everyone who got higher than a 15 notices that there are knives and like journals and like small like tinder boxes. And who rolled the highest?
Mira did.
Mira, what did you get?
19.
Oh, 19. Wonderful. You see a small belt with these like 4 round like or spherical objects on them that you've never really seen. It kind of piques your interest.
What, like orb
But
spherical
anyways,
or like otherwise spherical?
like not like, okay, if I was an orb, I would tell you it's an orb.
It's an egg.
It's not an orb. It's like perfect. It's spherical with like a tiny. They're like black, like this matte black color, spherical with a tiny, like almost a candle wick sticking out of them.
Bomb.
They're probably about an inch in diameter, and they're just all attached to this leather belt. Anyways, Winslow, you walk over to the jail cell. There's a big old key hanging on the wall that is labeled in Primordial detention key. And you clunk and open the door and push, I presume.
All right, you get in, Jerry.
Oh, thank you very much. You treated me with much respect.
The rest of y'all who are in this cage, you come in with me.
One of them looks up at you and goes, who are you?
Password.
Pass, what? And they all just kind of look at each other and go, what is this idiot? Who is
Wrong
this idiot?
password,
New
Winslow.
Roots for Life?
Rudy, oh, yeah, dude. And they all give you high fives as they, like, walk out of the cell.
I want to look at this belt a little more closely just while he's doing that.
Sure.
I'm not going to hang around, like, after they've all
Yeah.
through it at the same time.
We're bad at
Each
this.
one goes, Roots for life! And, like, gives you, like, down low high fives.
I don't
Which are
high
just
five.
regular high fives
I
for
don't high
Winslow.
five because
We'll be
I'm a
too
man of
slow.
the law.
Oh, they seem to like group up in a mass and they're like, yeah, Roots for life. Oh yeah, dude, and like high five each other
Oh my God.
outside of the cell. And they're like, I knew we would. We're breaking out. Woohoo! Let's good. Let's do this. Revolution.
How is Rock Jerry reacting to this?
Rock Jerry's just kind of sitting there. He's like, oh, I'm happy for you guys.
Aw.
This is cool. I'm gonna be in here. And then Winslow slams the door shut and locks it.
Aw. Well, now I feel bad.
Mira, you wanted to check out the belt?
Yeah.
What about it? What do you want to know about it?
Well, like, if I pick it up,
Yeah.
does anything cool happen? Can I figure out anything about what it does?
It looks like a belt you would wear around, like, almost like a bandolier, not like a waist belt. Looks like something you'd wear from around, like, your shoulder, like, around your torso.
So-
Like slung over a shoulder.
Mhm.
And jiggling the little orbs. Not orbs, spheres. They seem to be connected very loosely with little strings to the belt. And again, they're these little black balls that have a fuse on them.
Oh, it's like
and then
is this a suicide bomb jacket?
Oh, shit.
With a
one of the
fuse on-
newts walks over to you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you would.
This is little black balls with a fuse on them. Sounds like something
Oh.
you'd wear and then just.
No?
I don't know.
I'm
That was
so glad
where my
I have
ship
all these
brain
names
went.
prepared. One of the first newt that was freed from prison walks over to you and goes, "Nice belt. It's actually my belt. Name's Bean. Can I have it? That's my smoke bombs."
Oh shit! Cool. Here.
Thanks, dude.
You're welcome,
Thanks,
bro.
thanks for busting us out.
Heck yeah.
And they high five you.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Jerry. We'll be back for you at some point.
Jerry goes, "Well, okay, I'll just hang out and yeah, okay. If you see my family, tell them I love them.
I'll leave the door open a little bit for you, so if you need to go use the bathroom and we don't come back in time.
Just for like fresh air.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the best.
Cell doors.
This is my best prison experience. And then leaning out of their door, the other elemental Yelm's gonna go, are you guys gonna come over here? I got this hot cocoa all ready for you. And he's got a big tray of hot cocoa. He goes, come on in here. Come on, take a seat in here.
I'm scared of going into the room, if anything.
I immediately go into the room and plop my ass down on the chair.
Fucking hell.
The newts seem to like sprint down the stairs, as newts are wont to do, seemingly, in this world.
Don't trip.
Does everyone want to come inside Yelm's office?
Well, I'm not gonna leave Winsler in there alone with him.
I'm gonna
What do you mean? I'm head of security. I have no fear.
I'm gonna stand in like the doorway and like lean against like the arch.
Okay. Integrity.
I'll
Your
sit
cool,
down.
your cool lean against the door position was stolen by your cousin.
I'm
What do you
sorry.
want to do?
I'll sit down.
You're gonna
Wait,
sit down.
Is there like what's in the room?
There's like 3 folding chairs, a desk, and then like a nice like wooden chair or like stone
chairs.
chair behind the
You
desk.
can't afford comfier chairs than this.
No, sorry, it's not really in the budget. You know, this is how it goes. This is what you get for being second rung inquisitor. You get the crappy office without a view and just the folding chairs.
See, if
instead
I
of
was
the
in
nice
charge,
big
we would have
stone
this problem
chairs.
fixed. The concern of our employees is our priority.
Oh, I agree with you, but I love Yona. I love my sister. You know.
Aha! Got you.
All of you can see. So what's in this room? There's some shelves that have stone tablets on them. There's an abacus sitting on the desk, as well as a just partially chiseled stone tablet. Winsler, can you make a perception check?
Okay. That's a 14.
Okay, that's enough. Glancing quickly over the desk, you see in Primordial your names, and it seems to be like a small report on your group that this person seems to be going over. Additionally on the desk, which is I think the more important fact here that I can't believe I've glossed over until this point in my life, is 2 little golden trophies, a little crown, and a blue stuffed 9-tailed squirrel.
Oh.
And Yelm kind of sits down behind their desk and goes like, so what are all you doing in this great city of ours?
Well, you see, I got hired, so I technically work here now.
Well, I know that's a lie, because I would have hired you.
How do you know? Because
And he
elves
takes a
can't
sip
lie.
out of his... Make a deception check.
At this point, from my sitting down position, I'm going to stand behind the chair, like holding onto it. Like, you know, like in movies where they're talking to someone and their hands are on the chair.
Like a power move?
Yeah, like a
Power
power
move.
move.
Over your own empty chair or over one of your
my
friends'
own
chairs?
empty chair, obviously.
Okay.
I'm
So Winsler tries to lie and you just stand up. Sarah just like mean mugs from the door frame.
No, I was gonna say I want to ready Scorching Ray. If he
okay,
does
that's a good
anything.
plan. Oh, okay. Winsler.
He's the
I
hot
got
cocoa.
9.
the hot cocoa was not hot enough.
He's gonna like shake his head and go, well, you see, I just know you're lying. And he's gonna
Well, yeah,
like
I know
reach down
because
to
I
his
am
desk
lying.
drawer.
It's because I'm not an elf. I'm a gnome.
Oh, and he like throws his hands up. Goes, that would explain it.
Dummy.
Hey,
Just 1 second.
I love that we're all chatting here with hot cocoa, but wasn't there like an emergency announcement outside? Like, should like something about muster point? Should we really be in here chatting right now?
He kind of looks up from his desk because he's been trying to bend over and open one of his bottom drawers this entire time. And every time one of you guys say something, he's polite enough to like look back up and be like, oh, he's like, oh, that's nothing. Yona will take care of it. She's good about that kind of stuff, you know? Killing people and all that, putting down revolutions. I just sit here and do the reports.
That seems kind of boring, don't you
Can
think?
I ask
I prefer it.
from where I am?
What's
like,
up, Sam?
What is it? What is he doing? Like from my point of view, what does it look like he's doing?
From your point of
Yeah.
view, it looks like he's trying to duck under his desk and grab something.
I'm
Repeatedly.
going to shoot the Scorching Rays at him.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
sure.
Straight to the
Make an
point.
attack.
Is just one switch on and it's murder.
Murder.
Make an attack roll.
Gosh, Sarah.
Okay, hear me out. We're
You
in the middle of a
ready to heat
revolution.
blasters to annihilate this fool.
Hey, I was ready in case he hurt you, and now it looks like he's gonna grab something that'll probably hurt you in this
What if he was
situation
just
where
gonna
he knows you're
grab-
lying.
What if he was just gonna grab something that was just a rapport?
No, the shot's been shot.
Yeah, I'm
Shoot
shooting
the
the
shot.
shot.
Fuck. Shoot the shot. Do it.
Make a ranged attack.
Shoot the lasers.
That was
This is the drama I live
oh
for.
my god.
Uh
That's a 24.
oh.
I shoot him.
I think you need to make 3
Yeah,
attacks.
scorching
yeah,
ray
right,
Because
is
it's
right,
3
right.
different.
That is
Eye lasers.
That is a unnatural 20.
Oh.
And the
Okay.
last one is
Get it all out of your
another
system.
20. Okay, another 24.
All right.
Saraneth
all right.
kills an
The AC
Inquisitor.
was 25.
So all
Okay, so on a hit he takes
All
2d6.
of those
So
hit.
that means I'm
Go ahead
hitting
and
him
roll
for
damage.
Oh my gosh.
6d6 of damage. I feel like this is too much power. A 24.
24 damage total, if I'm understanding
Yes.
correct.
Pew.
Okay, so this is how it goes, you guys. Integrity, you stand up, giving your cousin a direct line of sight at Yelm. Winsler, you kind of make a joke and he jokes at you. Mira, you make a joke and he jokes with you a little bit. Then he reaches down underneath his desk, an ominous gesture. And immediately Saraneth points out a hand and blasts him 3 times with these giant rays of fiery energy, and he gets thrown back against the wall of his office, and stone tablets come crashing down as he breaks shelves of his of this bookshelf. And in his hand is a small stone clipboard that you, Rensler, can read. Sign in guest list
Are
as
you
he
kidding
says,
me?
"I'm and there's just this 3 gaping holes in his chest. You can see straight through him as he whispers his last words of, "Oh, enjoy your stay."
Holy shit!
Saraneth, what the fuck?
I thought he was okay, guys. Guys, let's run. Guys, we need to fucking run.
I'm gonna go get my squirrel.
Get your squirrel. I want to get
Okay.
my crown.
I'm not gonna get anything. I fucking run.
Everybody make a break
I
for
fucking
it.
book it.
Wait, I want to wait. I also want to take I want to take my crown, and I also want to take the guest list. Okay, just so we have something to remember him by.
His dead fish eyes look at you as you just run away in his grasp. There's nothing there. There's no life left in this
I'm going
body.
to stare at him first before, like, while I'm grabbed, because like the squirrel is like behind him, right? So I will have
Yeah.
to pass him to see,
Mhm.
and then I
you have
look
to like
at
reach
him,
over him.
but like
His
I feel like I have tears
golden
in my
eyes
eyes.
his golden eyes look up at you, lifeless.
Does he have eyelids?
No.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna
because
start
you know the
running.
thing where you like
I'm gonna start.
they die and you close
I'm
their
gonna
eyes
start
for
running
them.
after Mira.
Okay. All right. Saraneth, did you?
Saraneth's having a panic attack in the corner now.
I am grabbing Saraneth's hand, jumping to grab her hand, and just
Yeah, absolutely.
pulling her
She's
with
just
it.
running
like sitting
down
there
the
like, I
stairs.
thought he was
Okay.
gonna, I didn't, oh god, like I didn't.
Like shell
Yeah,
shocked.
she's like crying now.
That's almost like when a police officer shoots someone.
Listen, we can play cops and robbers later. We gotta go.
Oh my god.
You hear from the end of the hallway as you all run down the stairs, like, "Did you just shoot him?"
Run, Rock Jerry. There's a
and
shooter on the
as-
loose.
And you all run downstairs. At this point, there's like a bit of water on the ground, like less than a millimeter, like
Uh-oh.
nothing. But there is distinctly water on the ground. And you run out of the building. You see that this entire area is kind of like deserted. You see the lift in the distance going up, like full to the brim, like people hanging off of the side of it. And standing in the sky, like at the roof of the cavern, you see a probably 30-foot diameter hole that has been bust through the top of the rock layer, protecting this layer of patter from the river raging above. And you see
God.
countless liters, gallons of water splashing down and flooding the city and kind of like breaking stuff. And you can just see general debris that it seems like something punched a hole through the actual top layer of the rock, and it just like broke rock onto the houses. And as you
Where did you want to go? What do you
We
want
need
to
to
do?
get Artis.
yeah,
we need
where
to
is
get
he?
Artis, and we need to get out of here.
Yeah.
He's in the tavern, right? Unless they moved him.
Well, let's go to the tavern.
I'm gonna swim to the
Oh.
tavern.
I need all of you to
Wait,
make...
Whistler, you have a boat!
Do I?
You
Wait,
do have
what?
a folding boat.
Oh shit, I do.
Oh yeah.
Did you want to
Don't
take out
worry,
the
the
folding
sheriff
boat
will save us,
used?
I say as
in
I
this-
pull out the
Okay.
folding boat.
You kind of like, you know when you pull out like a trash bag when it's like on the roll and you like whip it to
Oh,
like
hell
open it
yeah.
up? That's what the folding boat is like. Like 1 second it's like a little plastic bag, and the next second it's not an actual plastic bag,
It's a
but it's
boat.
the same general concept. And then you whip it, and it's a small boat that can fit 4 people easily, and it has 2 nice oars. And you paddle through the semi-flooded streets past businesses
Wait, did we
that
decide
are
who's paddling?
abandoned. Who's paddling?
I'll paddle.
Integrity and I paddled last time, so I feel like
Okay.
we have
Okay.
You have a thing.
Saranath
handle
just
on
sits
it.
at the Saranath in the boat, shell shocked, and Winsler just very much is enjoying himself. As you paddle to the
No, I feel
Spudsack
like
Tavern.
I would be comforting Saranath a little bit.
Okay. Just like hands on back, like rubbing back.
gonna
and like,
be
"It's
okay."
And you pass countless newts, and they all salute you as you paddle by,
Root
and they're
newt
just kind of standing like knee deep in water.
Root Newt salute the
Um,
Root Newt recruits.
Hell yeah.
And you make it so the area where the tavern is was slightly upland, so it's currently dry. No rubble luckily no rubble fell and crushed it. And on a box, a little stone box out front of
coffin?
the tavern. No,
Oh.
just a box. Like something you would keep your stuff in.
Okay.
Smoke jacket. Is it a suicide bomb jacket? Box. Is that a coffin?
dark episode.
Well,
Gosh.
Sheriff just murdered an. Well, not really innocent. He was part of the Inquisition,
He
but
was-
still
yeah, he
murdered
was
a
not-
man.
hey,
guest list
Hey,
sign in.
Saranath, Sam, if this makes you feel better, he super was not innocent. Don't feel bad.
But it was her first
Like you
kill.
guys refused to
Second.
kill Har, who decidedly is a little bit worse.
It's
but this
not-
dude is still a pretty bad
It's not
dude.
about the morals of killing someone so much as not wanting to go through the act of taking a life.
Also, can I just say, if
Mm.
I had been in the room with Har,
Yeah. Okay,
Oh.
that's cool.
Saranath's been in battle.
You did give the kill order on the cook.
She's like going 100% on that rebellious
Fucking
thing. but
mafia
she-
boss. This is
I
why your
didn't-
family has so much
I
money.
didn't want to do this.
Yeah.
I thought it was a genuine attack.
So
Saranath chose not to follow in the family business, but the family business followed her.
Followed her.
Oh no! I mean, my peers
So-
are advisors for the king. That's not like
You can't
evil.
escape the
King's in on
mob.
it too.
So, after having this wonderful therapeutic conversation in the boat, you hit dry land and everyone gets out, and you see sitting on a stone box, not a coffin, just a stone regular crate, is a long, shaggily haired fellow wearing a human, wearing these
Wearing-
ragged
Wearing a
robes.
human.
He's not wearing a human, just not a fellow, a
Oh my
human. I think I
God.
need to specify. I need to
all I'm
specify
imagining is
in
like
this.
the prince from I think it's Dark
context.
Souls, the guy who like has his brother on his back thing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
I was
It's
thinking
not
like
like that at
wearing
all.
someone's skin.
it's Faramel.
Oh
and he's
shit.
sitting
Saranath-
there.
Do you still have the thing hidden?
Not at this point, I don't think.
Wait, what do you mean?
The
staff.
Staff's still hidden.
still
Yeah,
hidden?
I think
I
it was
put the
still-
staff away.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
you only had it out when you were
Yeah.
sneaking.
Okay.
I'm not sneaking
Yeah.
no more.
And he kind of has his head in his hands, and as he hears the sound of your boat like hit the land, he kind of looks up, and you can see a very deep gouge on his face.
Oh, shit.
It almost looks like he got like clawed by something. And he's going to look exactly at you, Mira, and he's going to say, "Listen, I just need my staff back. I will help you. I'm not an evil person like you might think I am. I just need it back. I need to get out of here after all of this is said and done. I will help you until your goals here are accomplished. But if I don't get my staff back, my work can't continue, and that it is imperative to the family we serve that my work gets finished.
Based on everything we've been told, seems like the Inquisition only started a few months ago. You told us you were in prison for 7 years. What did you do?
I showed up here and tried to make away with a few important slabs of information. I was imprisoned for it. Simple as that. No dastardly business, just trying to get some unknown knowledge that I was deprived of.
Can we insight check this?
Please.
Yeah, I
Sure.
was gonna say.
Absolutely.
Can I do that too?
Oof. It's a 6 plus 2, 8.
That is a 18.
19.
24.
Okay.
Ooh, look at
Everyone
us.
except Mirai, I guess, has like, it seems like he's holding something back, but so far everything he said has been the truth. Like, he doesn't seem to be like off. It doesn't seem like he's had enough time to like rehearse an act or anything. Like something previously you've seen people like, oh, this seems like something that they just like always do and always say. This doesn't seem like that. This seems genuine. It just seems like he's holding something back.
So it's the
Mira.
truth, but not the full truth.
Yeah.
This is Sarah. That
Yeah.
mirror doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm going to the tavern, like, while they're doing
Knock
this.
on the door.
Yeah,
Okay.
like just see
Absolutely.
if there's still anyone there.
As you knock on the door, he's gonna say, and you hear the door unlock and stuff, and the door is opened for you by the bartender. And before you walk in, he says, I sat with your mentor for a few moments after I could not find the staff earlier. I assume because one of you took it from me.
I murdered him.
And I can assure you that I know how to fix him, and I will do so if you return the staff to me.
You didn't?
Can you prove you can do that?
No, not overly, but you can take my word for it. I'm not a liar.
I believe this man.
I'm going to look back and be like, where's Artis?
He's downstairs.
Can you come with us?
I didn't move him. Absolutely. And he's going to stand up from the box, and everyone's going to walk in. The bartender is going to close the door. Inside, you see about 16 root newts, and they're hanging out.
Shit.
And one of them is going to walk over to you. Make a intelligence check, just a straight intelligence check, everyone, please.
Man, intelligence check is the fucking theme tonight.
13.
Heyo.
20.
17.
Also, integrity, your head's still like throbbing.
Oh,
yeah.
I guess so.
With my
I guess so,
intelligence,
she says.
that is a
Numb to the
16.
Numb to the headache.
16. So everyone got higher than 10, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you see this singular root newt in the center of the room who's kind of standing there. Their arms are crossed. They're like tapping their foot. You see Blub hanging out at one of the other like booths, and he's just sitting there like talking with quietly in hushed tones with another root newt. But you see this one in the center of the room. They seem to be commanding the room. They're wearing a beret similar to the beret which Kreska owned, and all of you almost like instantly look at her and think like, whoa, that looks exactly like Kreska, just a little bit younger. And they turn to you, 5, and go, nice to meet you. My name is Flo. Did you call us here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we called you.
Password.
Where's my sister?
Oh, Kreska?
I was informed that she was gonna be here, and then Blub told me that you called us here. So I'm just wondering, was there like a security breach that, like, is that something we're gonna have to deal with? Is my sister dead?
What happened to Kreska? Did we?
She said she was gonna go find Kat.
Yeah, she was
I
gonna
thought Kreska was a
stay
man.
in the prison to like get the rest of the prisoners out and get them all to safety.
Do you know if she's alive?
She's
Last time we
missing
saw her,
in
she was
action.
fine and healthy and good.
Yep.
She didn't seem
and
not
at that-
alive.
They relax a little bit. Carla, yes, Kreska was a lady.
No, I confused Kreska and Korka.
Oh shit!
Oh my god. Emperor Korka was the leader of the
sorry.
revolution all along.
We haven't seen the two of them
He
in the
made
same
his
room.
own.
I'm
He made his own
sorry, I'm
revolution against
sorry.
himself.
I knew Kreska was okay. I'm sorry. Please delete that.
And they kind of-
that was
Now
a
that you've
momentary
said it, we
lapse.
have to keep it in. If we have to keep in my
We
murder,
have
we're
to
keeping
keep
this
it
in.
Cutting around the murder would be an interesting.
That would be very
really
interesting.
possible.
It's just
Man,
like every time.
Oh, he
Man,
reaches
why is
into his
Serena
desk.
crying in that
we're at the
corner?
tavern.
I don't
like
know.
every time Serenep's
Melancholy.
murder
Every
has
other
been brought
Tuesday.
up, it just like
the
gets
melancholy of
censored.
Haruhi
Ennui.
Suzumiya. I'm here. I'm God now, apparently. Shit.
Okay.
Reference.
So,
References.
Flo, this root newt, seems visibly relieved when you say that, and they go, "Okay, it's a pleasure to meet you. I hope that our revolution goes smoothly. Currently," and they gesture over towards the counter as if to say, "Walk over here with me." They say that. "Walk over here with me," they say, and point towards
they
the
say
counter
that?
where there's a small. They do say that, where there's a small napkin, has like the basic floor plan of
A
the
fucking napkin.
city.
I guess you could call it a mapkin.
God damn it.
It is a mapkin. And they go, "All right, this is a typical root newt mapkin. This is our current operation plan. We're going to go in about 6 hours after everyone's been evacuated from up here on the main layer. We're going to bust in on the Imperial layer, and we're going to, for lack of a better word, murder Korka." Murder is a bad word. I see the expressions on your faces. I think a better word would be
Take away his life.
remove, take away life of,
forcibly
dethrone,
forfeit,
Absorb his
That's
soul.
a good one. Absorb
That's
his soul.
worse.
I don't know how to do
Make him
that
swim with the
personally.
fishes, cracks Knuckles.
Serenep's
You forgot
gone
to
full
pay
mom.
I don't
up,
want
Wait.
this.
Korka.
If we are on the main floor and there's flooding, I am assuming that the bottom part is also flooded because that's how water works, no?
Well, the waterfall has been going, like, there's a general singular, like, central waterfall that's a circle that is always pouring water into the depths of Patter. So you
Just
don't
finally
really
So
know.
what
Filled
you're
up at one
saying
point.
is there's an upside down waterfall somewhere.
Yes.
So cool. You guys are gonna kill Korka. Sounds like you guys have that under control then.
Well, we would value your help greatly. Well, from what I've been told, you've been critical in like literally all of these buffoons' plans coming to fruition.
You're welcome.
I was told you free. She kind of gestures over to the 12 newts you see in the corner, and they kind of wave very fast and like high five each other, and they go, "You freed those idiots. You helped out Blub and his incompetent self with freeing my sister, although she remains hidden away from me. I think that without the 5 of you, I don't know if this old man helped you. Without the 5 of you, I don't think we can pull this off. Quite honestly.
So our mentor is, I think, downstairs and maybe not in a great state. Have you checked on him?
Oh, yeah, the boys were doing first aid on him.
Yeah.
Last
How
I checked.
has that been going? Like, is he okay?
Faramel is going to kind of quietly say, his condition's deteriorating, but I could fix him. And then Flo's going to go, I think that we put a couple splints on him. This seemed to help.
I'm going to run
Nice.
downstairs.
I'm gonna go downstairs.
You're going to run
These
downstairs.
fools don't know
Okay.
anything about medicine.
Yeah. Trying to find an alternative to Faramel doing.
In the middle of a conversation, leaves.
Because I don't trust this man, and I don't trust what he would do with that staff. And I think it would be safer with us.
Plus, he's been locked up for 7 years. What has
'Cause
he
he
been
said-
doing?
Yeah, and he said that he had a conversation with artists.
He didn't say conversation.
No, he
he just
didn't.
said, like, he was there with him.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm just gonna go downstairs and run to my...
Downstairs. Let's go.
Hey,
My
did
uncle
Faramel
looks-
follow us downstairs, or is he...
Yes.
Ah,
He's
heck.
going to follow.
Hey,
Can I follow
family
behind
meeting. Get out.
Faramel?
You can't follow behind him.
Okay.
I mean, I think we
Um,
all go.
So
He
in
like,
the event,
puts his hand against the wall as he goes down the stairs.
so I have a plan, everybody.
Okay.
Because I will follow
You
behind
saying this
him.
out loud?
No. This
Okay.
is just
This
this
is
is just
Ben.
me.
This is
So,
message.
We have him go down the stairs. I follow behind him. We lend him the staff temporarily to fix Artis, and then when the time is right, somebody pushes him while I'm on the ground, and so he falls over, drops the staff, we pick it up, and we get the fuck out of here.
But if we lend him the staff, he's gonna be super powerful and
Yeah.
probably powerful enough to get the, like, to not keep the staff.
Yeah.
I doubt that. He's been in prison for 7 years. Plus, you also
But he
like
didn't-
broke his fucking leg.
What if we found a way to get all of us, I'll point 2 fingers at once and say this.
Oh my
Oh my god.
What if we had a way to get ourselves away from him for a moment, see if we could somehow get the orb out of the staff, give him the staff, be like, I don't know what happened, there's no orb in
Oh,
it.
yeah, maybe you could conjure like a orb. I wonder if he will notice it.
I mean,
Like,
I
you know,
could.
But like we
what
have
we
to
did
get the
with-
orb out of this. I don't know if we can do that. We can try,
Oh.
but the first thing would be getting him away from us.
And the only thing about that, everything that I conjure that's like that size, it's visibly magical and it glows. So that's the difference. So it'll be like
well,
the
we don't
staff.
even need to.
It'll be
we
like
don't
the
even
staff.
need to conjure a fake orb. We can just be like, guess it went missing. We've never seen that orb in
Oh,
our lives.
wait, don't
This
you
is what
still-
we found. Sorry.
Do you happen to have any of the smoke bombs on you?
I gave the jacket
They're
back to
also
you guys.
very tiny.
If you had kept one and we painted it and we just hid the
Oh my
fuse.
There was it out. So the
Moana
orbs.
style.
Let me point out the problem with that plan. The orbs are 4-inch diameter. I've said numerous times. I've gone on record saying 4-inch diameter orb. The smoke bombs are 1-inch diameter. A bit
So what we
enlarged
do is
on
that
the
we take
proportions
4
there.
of them, we glue them together.
Oh. Oh my
We got
god.
it.
But for real, I think we should ditch this guy and see if we can get that orb out of the staff.
If anything, we can get him back to Wildcliff and maybe we can get people there who know what they're doing.
As you go down the stairs, you see on the table Artis, who now has 2 makeshift splints on his legs,
Okay.
Nice.
keeping his legs dead straight. But other than that, he's in a somewhat fetal position, and his skin is this dark gray color, and you can you can hear him like shuddering as he breathes.
Oh.
And Faramel is going to stand there ominously.
I'm gonna bring you guys over to the corner of the room and be like, so what's the idea? Because I don't think anyone messaged me about this.
What?
I need to give this to artists.
What are you
The
holding?
one- this- I point.
I
I point to me holding a bottle of a red wine-looking liquid
Okay.
that I believe is a superior healing potion.
Okay.
I have to give him this morphine.
Okay,
the hell
we can
is
try
morphing?
that. What if it doesn't work? Oh, do we give it back to this guy? Do we pretend we don't have it? Because he can't die. Our mentor can't die.
Well, isn't it a little too late to pretend, especially if we talked to him about it already?
We never actually told him we had it, but I'm just thinking, what should we do if we can't help him? Should we take this guy up on his offer or not?
Guys, I don't want to be...
Who's to say that we can't find him again after he helps us and he leaves?
But he'll be so powerful.
Guys,
What if his... Sorry.
I don't want to be the cause of another death today.
Oh,
Shit,
make
yeah.
a fair
But
point.
I will
Okay,
go with
okay.
your decision. It's a majority
Okay,
rule.
let's try the potion, and then we'll see what happens.
I'm going to run to my favorite mentor. And my only
Our
mentor.
only-
Our only mentor that we truly
By
love
definition,
dearly
our
and never
favorite.
thought he was evil
If
in the
you
first
kill
place.
it, you don't
How
get a
is his face?
replacement.
How is his face?
His
Is
face
he awake?
looks like his eyes are shut. His skin, on a corpse, how it seems like when they dehydrate a little bit, the skin
Yeah.
seems to shrink away.
Mummification.
So
Oh,
their
please don't
features
remind
really
me.
bulge out.
Yeah.
That's what his skin is like, this medium shade of
Yeah, yeah.
gray. And he's just gaunt. He looks like someone who hasn't eaten in months.
Okay.
And he's just shuddering as he breathes.
Yeah.
He has papery color to his skin.
And I'm going to be like, artist, can you hear me?
You get no response.
Okay. Winsler, I am going to show him my flask and be like, this looks like a healing potion to you, right?
Winsler, you've never taken an alchemy class in your life.
But you're smart.
I mean,
Wait,
I don't know.
I'm gonna show my friends. I'm like, do you guys think there's a healing potion, right?
I have to...
I think it is.
Shit, I don't know.
Wait,
okay,
I'm taking alchemy. Can I try?
trust you.
Yeah.
That looks like strawberry juice.
Saranap, you and Mira have both taken alchemy with integrity. You could both make alchemy
Okay,
checks,
awesome.
which is a intelligence check plus
Got it.
proficiency.
16 plus 0 plus 2, so 18.
That's a 13 plus 2 plus 2, so 17.
So both of you have never seen an actual superior health potion. You've seen the regular health potions that you can just buy at the corner store. That's not a true thing. You can't buy them at the corner store. You can buy them at apothecary.
We went to Denny's for some health potions.
An apothecary.
Denny's
What?
not a corner
What?
store. Sarah.
Ignore me, I didn't say any words.
Where are
Please
we
continue.
right now? Guys.
And so,
Pharmacary.
Ma'am, this is a corner
Um,
store.
Yeah.
but both of you have read, I presume, at least the text they talked about in class. You attended
Yeah.
the lecture where your professor talked about health potions and such
I took
salves.
so many notes.
And this seems, you've never seen one, this seems to match the description of it. This is what in your head what you would imagine a superior health potion looks like.
Yeah, I think that's legit.
It seems to be what I imagined a superior health potion would look like based on the textbooks.
Okay, I'm going to move him slightly so that his face is because he can't drink when he's like in a fetal position sideways.
Correct.
So I'm going to like have him have his back against the table, and I'm going
Okay.
to
Like just lying on his back, yeah.
lie, yeah, and then I'm going to open his mouth and start
Mhm.
putting in the healing potion very slowly.
Absolutely. He seems to drink it slowly. It works. Some of it spills on him, covering his already raspberry jam smeared
Oh, yeah,
face with more
that.
raspberry jam potion.
Shit.
This one smells pungent, vinegary almost.
Yeah.
It still smells like
Just
raspberry, but it
made him
smells
drink
like
vinegar.
Raspberry balsamic.
Oh god.
It smells bubbly and refreshing, as if you would drink it on a warm summer day after spending the day out on the
That's
lake.
not
That's
how
what
I would
rich
describe
people
a
probably
vinegar
do.
Okay.
But with vinegar, yeah.
Ugh.
Ew.
And nothing seems to happen. And Faramel standing there says, I don't think that's going to work. I could help you in exchange for the staff.
I look at Serenup because she has it.
Once more, I promise I will do you no harm. And he looks at you, Mira, and says, we work for the same family. I will do you no harm.
Oh fuck.
Looking at who?
Mira.
Oh fuck.
I see. Oh, I see what's going on.
I see you
Shit.
now too.
I look at Serenup and I'm like, we should really help Artis. We need him to live. And I think this guy is telling the truth.
What family?
I'll explain it
Exactly
later.
like-
Integrity's like, who?
I'll explain it later. We really need to save Artis. I
I'm-
don't
if
know.
if it would aid your confidence in me, I understand we're strangers. We never met until today. If it would aid in your trust of me, I will, in this, the plane of Isithel, make a swear upon Isithel themselves that once the staff has returned to my possession, I will do you no harm.
Now, once you leave Isithil, I don't think that promise applies anymore.
That is true. My business is here, though.
I'm gonna look to.
Is it just 5 of us in the room? Oh, sorry.
There's 2 root newts in the corner playing cards.
I'm gonna look to Mira, and I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm gonna open my cloak and take the staff out.
I'm going to tell the newts to leave. Hi.
One of
can
them
you
looks
please
over at
have the
you.
room to ourselves for now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And they sprint up the stairs.
And then I close the. There's a door.
There's
to
a
the
door
stair-
at the top.
Oh, there's a door to the top.
You
Okay,
gotta
I'm just
hold
gonna
the
door
stand.
down,
so you can follow
awkwardly
them.
I'm
under
just gonna
the
stand by the
door.
stairs. I'm gonna stand by the
Okay.
stairs.
Like a
Oh hell!
bouncer.
She's leaning against the door again. She's taken back the pose.
Now Integrity's gonna kill a bitch.
Man, the mafia just runs.
Please not talk
It
about
just runs through the cousin's veins.
So
Can I
you're
prepare a
holding
lasso?
this. Yeah, you have your lasso at your hip.
What?
Oh hell
You
yeah!
never untied it.
Yeah,
you
I
never
never
untied your
untied it.
lasso.
Wait,
I
no,
never
hear me
got
out. Does she have a big
Mhm.
iron on her hip too?
Oh,
A
what?
big iron on her hip. It's a song
No.
reference. Okay.
Oh.
I'm just gonna prepare one. I'm just
Um,
gonna
okay.
put
I'm
it to my
gonna-
side.
Yeah,
In case he turns around and tries to murder us.
Can we
Yes.
just like delete my character as a whole, please?
No.
No, you're
No.
wonderful.
I'm gonna
You have all the stands.
And all the
he's
murder.
He's gonna hold out his hand.
I'm gonna place it in his hand.
I'm gonna gasp.
He's going to.
You knew this was coming.
I know, but it's dramatic effect.
He puts
I'm gonna
I watch Mira
his
do
hand,
it on her
like-
plays, you know?
as you like hand it to him. He puts his hand. He grabs it with one hand. His right hand, he grabs the staff, and his left hand, he kind of like puts his hand over you and looks you in the eye and says, "Thank you so much. This you don't realize the importance of this." And then he's not like gonna grab you, and it was like freezing cold. It's like the worst winter storm ever. It's like you feel like if you had a continued skin to skin contact, he would have given you like frostbite on the back of your hand. But you're fine. Your hand's a bit numb. It has like you know that burning feeling when you come inside from the, like,
Exactly, yes.
the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that feeling.
Oh, I don't like that.
I'm gonna nod, give him the staff completely, and I'm gonna
Mhm.
walk over to where Integrity and be like, can I go upstairs, please? Because you're like in the doorway.
In the way, just like arms crossed.
Like I'm just gonna.
I'm going to let her through.
What's
I'm
the
gonna-
password?
Password,
Okay.
right?
Wait, can I touch her face and be like, "Are you the real Seraph?"
Rock Jerry, is that you? Rips
My
off
immersion
mask.
is gone.
I love undercutting this drama with humor.
Coping mechanism.
Serenep, you can pass and go.
Yes, you can confirm this is Serenep's.
You can go be melancholy in a booth if you'd
Thank
like,
you.
and contemplative.
Yep. I'm just gonna go upstairs and sit down for a while.
Faramel is going to kind of back away and sit down in one of the chairs that the Newts were sitting in when they were playing cards, and holding firmly onto his staff with one hand. He's going to rip part of his like robe, already tattered robes, off. So it's a long strip. He's then going to silently tie it around his hand multiple times around the staff, and then back around his hand, so that his hand is now tied to the staff.
I guess we have to cut his hand off. I'm sorry.
And then he's going to look at you, Mira, and go, the man's clearly bonded with some powerful arcane source, he says, looking you in the eye and like putting emphasis on the words. And he says, I think that the separation from said item is causing him to wither away. I would assume, based on my personal research, that reintroducing this item that he is bonded with will prevent this or reverse this. I dealt with a similar problem, and he gestures towards the staff, and he says, which is why I've made this sort of channeling device to negate the detrimental effects. That's my best guess, however.
Does this mean if
you know
Integrity
something
dishes
else.
the orb, it could kill her? Fuck. I am going to insight check this man, though.
Absolutely.
Can you show me how to do that?
11.
11.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like a lie, no.
Okay.
And he's name dropped
Yep.
the
Yeah,
family
yeah,
a couple
yeah.
times,
You
so
did not
you're very
name drop
inclined to believe
anything.
him.
You just said, "Oh, family."
He didn't name drop. He referenced it.
I'm
family.
gonna look at Integrity, and I'm gonna be like, I think he's telling the truth. I think you should give them back.
Oh, so I could hear this.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
standing right there.
I'm gonna go towards Artis, and I'm going to,
I'm sorry.
I'm going
Drop
to
some
lie
on
down
it.
Did
behind
Artist told
him.
Integrity not to bring the orb. Was he trying to kill her?
Would he have known that
It's
she's already
separation
bonded with
from
it,
it.
though?
Like, I feel normal for the most part.
Maybe.
You have a splitting headache.
Maybe
It's because
honestly-
I had 3 at the same time. Maybe these specific combos of orbs hate each other and they cannot be together.
Oh shit!
Or
It's like
maybe
that-
artist just genuinely didn't know.
Maybe.
Or that he's bonded
So what are
to
you
it.
going to do?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna walk towards Artis, and I'm going to
Slowly?
like a normal person this
Oh,
time.
okay.
And I'm going
For
to
once.
take out my backpack, and I'm going to give him one. I'm gonna give him the yellow one first.
Okay. You put
In
the
his hand.
yellow one. Are you going to take it
Like,
out of
you know
into
that
his
thing.
hand?
Like, I'm going to open his hand, put the orb in, and
Mhm.
close his hand for him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It seems like... So as you... Do you touch the orb?
Yeah.
Okay.
How will I
It
not
is-
touch it?
You could just, like, drop it out of the sack
No,
into
I'm
his...
gonna-
Or like a cloth.
Drop it. It hits him in the chest.
Drops
And
all
it
the contents of my
cracks.
backpack.
It cracks his ribs.
And then just
Christ.
tears open a hole in space.
So... Which hand are you putting in?
Right hand.
Okay. You hear the clink as it hits the gilded fingers that he now has. And his hand seems to grip around it very firmly. And over the course of probably 10 seconds, the color, like blood flows back into his veins, and he seems to become fuller in complexion.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
What?
Oh my god,
okay.
he's alive!
Oh shit!
Ben, can you do the outro?
Such drama.
Yeah. Hey everybody, if you enjoyed this episode of Trials and Trebuchets, please leave us a review on our iTunes. It'll really help us out a bunch. Also, if you want to check out more Trials and Trebuchets related stuff, check out our social media, Twitter and Instagram at Trials and Trebs. Also, we have a Discord link there if you would like to check that out as well. It may be fun or it might be terrible, who knows?
I think it's really fun.
Wonderful.
I really I enjoy talking
Terrific.
with everyone that listens to this show.
That's true.
And they're all wonderful. And if you want to meet some wonderful people who are very friendly, I would highly recommend dropping by our Discord for a few moments and just saying hi at the very least. Everyone's very kind.
They are wholesome. Content only. Most of the time.
Excuse you?
Majority of the time.
The only wholesomeness is me.
The only wholesomeness is redacted.
Please log on to the Discord on a personal computer, not a work terminal, please. Thank you. Anyways, thank you everyone for listening this week, and we will talk to you in your ear holes next week. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.